Like, I'm sorry. I don't like being conspiracy pilled, but Jesus, man. I don't know how else to talk about this besides it's like the most obvious fucking false flag on earth. But Trump, there was a shooting at the White House Correspondents' Dinner, says U.S. official, and Trump was the most likely target. Trump. Yeah, here's them being rushed out.
Good evening, South Florida. I'm Magdalena Luisa in for JC Birch.
I'm Sinella Sabovic, and we do begin with chaos at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Less than 25
This happened
minutes
last
ago,
night, right when I went to fucking bed.
Something come up behind President Trump, someone, and start whispering into his ear. You see those images right there from inside of the ballroom of the Washington Hilton Hotel. And then just seconds later, you can see Secret Service agents rush in from the right side of your screen, start to whisk everyone away, among them Vice President J.D. Vance. The Associated Press reporter inside reports that people were saying, quote, out of the way, out of the way. At the same time, agents first cover President Trump, get him to the ground, and then out of what they feared was get him out of harm's way. The White House just releasing a statement saying both the president and vice president are fine this evening. Some guests were told ducked under tables, but the most of the crowded room rushed to the exit at the head table. Agents with long guns, their eyes peeled. At this moment, all we know is that there was some, quote, unspecified threat.
I don't know, man. Everything on Twitter is making me feel a little bit... I don't know, man. It seems very obvious this time. Because, like, look at this guy, dude.
Hexeth is in that room. You've got Scott Bessent in that room. You have Tulsi Gabbard in that.
Bro goes for a muncher. I don't know, man.
I will tell you, this speech tonight will be classic Donald J. Trump. It'll be funny. It'll be entertaining. There will be some shots fired tonight in the room.
How did you
So
know?
everyone should tune in. It's going to be really great. I'm looking forward to hearing it.
I love it all. And
And
you wrote
all
most
of
of it,
this isn't to get more executive power. It's to get his fucking ballroom.
And we looked at all of the conditions that took place tonight, and I will say, you know, it's not a particularly secure building, and I didn't want to say this, but this is why we have to have all of the attributes of what we're planning at the White House. It's actually a larger room, and it's much more secure. It's drone-proof, it's bulletproof glass. We need the ballroom. That's why Secret...
It was all for the ballroom. And dude, all of these conservative accounts at the same time says, this is why we need the ballroom. This is why we need the ballroom. Building a ballroom, blah, blah, blah. Like, come on, dude. This is the most obvious false flag I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. Oh, and then this shit was going on. I know this shit was being talked about as well. They're saying that this account is one post. Name of the shooter from today was posted in 2023. The header image is a colorful image of the right. It comes from 2022 from a website called Time Machine. Why does it look like the other stupid assassination photo? Yeah, because you can see like Trump's fists and Trump and the people. This is strange. I do want to say that this account is actually kind of strange. Cole Allen had a picture of himself on Instagram IDF sweatshirt before his profile got removed. It's so impossible to say anything about this because I don't like conspiracy posting, but holy shit. And I think this image is more of a coincidence than anything. Because this is an image where you can easily find patterns in them. But like, Jesus, man. Probably nothing. Probably nothing. I don't think there was anything concerning with this guy's account, but I do actually genuinely believe that this was a false flag to get the ballroom. because there's no way on earth that this isn't a false flag. This is the most, I mean, everybody in the Trump administration. Fox News cuts off. I'm trying to find the tweet. Shit, man, I wish I bookmarked more of these tweets because I was scrolling this morning, but I had like my mom's birthday today, so I had to drive 4 fucking hours. Fox. Maybe if I look up. Yeah, here it is. This person was about to
the press secretary's husband. I want to just quickly tell you, I was sitting next to Caroline Levitt, the press secretary's husband. He was one of our guests. He was seated right next to me, and right as the dinner was starting, the national anthem happened. And then he kind of leaned over and said, I watched you on TV, you do a great job. You need to be very safe. And he was just very serious when he said that to me. And he kind of looked around the room and he said, there are some...
And then they cut her off! This does not happen because of an overage of people using the phone signs. When people are using too much phone data in an area, it doesn't cut off like this. It usually gargles out, or you can't make a phone call in the first place.
Sounds like we lost Aisha's phone there. And this happens, by the way, especially when you have so many people attempting to utilize the same cell.
Yeah, I doubt she's ever going to say it. Most viewers have never seen the delay deployed in real time. This structural threat of legacy media with no position-breaking event coverage. Cut to the reporter. You signal that you're managing the narrative. Don't cut. And you broadcast a false flag claim with no fact check for the next to break. I don't know, guys. This seems pretty false flaggy. And I can't believe this is all for a fucking ballroom. Genuinely all for a fucking ballroom.
A couple of more. Go ahead, please.
Is there any indication that this shooting could have been linked to the war in Iran?
I don't think so, but you never know. We're going to know a lot. We have the best people in the world working on it. And
wow, audio in the video
know a
did
lot,
not
please.
match up.
President, there's you, as well as some of us who have covered Butler, experienced another horrific day 2 years ago.
Yeah.
What felt similar? You had the First Lady with you today. What felt different? And you have another 2+ years in office. Are you concerned about something like this happening
Well, I
again?
can't be concerned. I can only get great people. They did the job, in my opinion, a much better job than Butler. Butler had one weak spot that we all know about. Somebody should have been up there. But even Butler, we had our sniper on our side within 4.2 seconds from a distance of...
Wow, TikTok, thank you for restricting my shit. Again, TikTok loves to restrict my shit every single fucking time I do a video or
about 400
anything
yards,
about Trump.
One shot, and he was gone. And if he didn't do it, now, he's David. His name was David. I say, hello, David, every time I see him. David, I like you very much, David. But think of that. Now, if he doesn't hit him, and he hit him right between the eyes from 400 yards without any notice, nobody knew. He heard a sound. He looked over, and there was actually a tree that was somewhat in his way. You know the story very well. And he aimed, he fired. And if he didn't do that, beyond me, he would have had a lot more people killed. We lost one great person and 2 people very badly hurt. They're okay now. But no, that was so. In a sense, it was pretty amazing the job they did. But they did have that one weak spot, as you know. They should have had that covered. Tonight they had everything covered very quickly, and he was fast. He was running full blast, and they got him before they got any further. I was very far away. He hadn't anywhere close to breach the doors of the ballroom. The ballroom was sealed. And everybody in there. That's why once those doors opened, they didn't want to do tonight. If the doors weren't opened, we could have probably done it tonight. But I think we're much better off rescheduling. Yeah, please.
I don't know, man. It seems pretty fucking false flaggy to me. I mean, there's really nothing else I can really say besides it's the most obvious false flag in modern American history. I couldn't see any other reason for it. I don't think we're going to get a lot of false flags like this because I think it was literally just to get Trump his fucking tasty little treat when it comes to the ballroom, but that's about it, and I think that's where it's going to end probably. And I don't think we're going to get I think Democrats will probably be more on board with the ballroom now, but I still don't think we're going to get it. But we'll just have to see. We'll have to see.